Hello and welcome to You've Got Dirt on You. And this week I would love to talk about one of the biggest names in OCR, the gateway for so many people, that is Tough Mudder. The infamous joke being whenever someone tries to explain OCR to people who've never tried it before, almost inevitably the phrase that comes back to you is it like Tough Mudder? It's a running joke, but it says a lot about how penetrating their marketing has been, and how they managed to grip the consciousness of an athletic community to that level. However, reputation of Tough Mudder is very mixed. So where are they at this year? This year, I have to say, back on form. Absolutely top dollar from Tough Mudder. In particular, the Midlands event, where my first one this year, hopefully of several. Picked up my third pink headband, so that's 9 done. Go black next time. And as you can see, they've brought back the technical shirts rather than the awful cotton things we had to put up with last year. So that's fantastic. Back to 2014 standard. Very, very pretty, as you can see. For the uninitiated, Tough Mudder, I think, are one of the really cleverest brands out there in a lot of ways. They've recently introduced their half events. Now, I haven't done one personally. They're shorter. They're 5 miles. Is it maybe 6? With no electric, no fire, no ice, which defeats the object, in my opinion. But good for the more casual person or somebody who's only just getting started. The main event, however, between 10 and 12 miles normally, you generally get one big-ass obstacle every half mile or so. The famous ones, things like Arctic Enema, the Ice Dip, King of the Swingers, Walk the Plank. Brand new this year though, things like Rock Nest Monster. Really enjoy that one. Your best bet when I'm saying these strange names, go onto their website, have a look at the videos. Rock Nest Monster I like because it forces teamwork, which has always been an ethos behind Tough Mudder, working together and completing the course rather than racing. Which is something I really like about it, because it's fun to go in the first wave or to see how fast you can blast around the course and then nip out for a cheeky second lap if possible. But the ethos is getting people into the sport, getting people out, having a good time, working together, and they do that fantastically well. From walls just slightly too big for your average person to get over single-handed, through to cleverer obstacles like Rock Ness. Incidentally, for all the short asses like myself, it's great because the tall people have to shove it round or pull it over, and you just get to ride, which is great until you plummet headfirst over the other side. It happens. It's fun. It's great. Also, Tough Mudder's big bugbear in the community has always been its pricing. Tough Mudder can be a very, very expensive event if you don't stop and think. Your car parking costs. It's a captive audience in their event village, although it is an incredibly high-quality event village, must be said. And the tickets themselves can stretch to 3 figures. However, the Mudder Volunteer Program is my first attempt at volunteering and is flawless, in my opinion. You turn up, you get a t-shirt, you get headgear, you get a well-manned station with lots of colleagues. You get fed at the start. You get food throughout. It's well-managed. It's well-run. It's very, very slick. And then when you have finished your shift, you get a discount code that can be used. Well, you can either hand the discount in and use it at the store on site, or you can use on the website. You also get a second discount code, which, if you've done a half-day shift, reduces the cost of any event, regardless of booking time, and regardless of being full or not, to £30, and if you've done a full day, reduces the cost to just £15. That's £15. On top, I've got to mention, you also get free parking as a volunteer. Needless to say, volunteering is very, very popular. It's not an excuse to slack off. Do not think you can just rock up and muck about. You are expected to put the work in. But it's fun work. Even something as dull as the backdrop, you're continually interacting with very excited mudders, about to go out on the course, having just got back in from the course, and then, the really good places to be out there, manning the obstacles, helping people get over it, helping people have those experiences. Absolutely fantastic fun. Hear a lot of good things. And like I say, You're fed, you're watered, you're looked after, and then you're rewarded with your discount code. Now, some people may say, oh, it's not a free race like other races will give you. I don't mind. I don't know, there's just something about the way they run it and the amount of freebies. They really do look after you. Getting sidetracked on the volunteering side here, though, Tough Mudder itself, there's a reason it's a really good beginner's event. I mentioned you get an obstacle about every half mile or so. A lot of people see 10 to 12 miles, and if they're not runners, that can be very, very intimidating for them. However, a half mile jog, followed by a queue and then something to climb over, or hopefully just something to climb over, is far more manageable to just repeat several times. A lot of events, or all events really, work on the illusion of danger. Obviously they've gone through rigorous safety procedures no matter what your event is, but feeling in a more dangerous situation, feeling in a more challenging situation than you are actually in is half of really, really clever course design. And Tough Mudder are absolute experts at that. You feel challenged, you can feel various types of fear, if you're scared of confined spaces or height, for example, and even just the basic distance. They've got their course planned out, worked cleverly, so that it seems like a really epic undertaking, but actually it's designed so that the absolute majority can complete it and still have the energy to bounce around, take some great photos, and have a good time. That's the other thing, free photos, can't fault that either. So, Tough Mudder, mixed reputation, but the ultimate gateway drug to OCR. I say do, and I say go and volunteer. Go and volunteer and see what it's all about from behind the scenes if you're nervous or if you've previously turned your nose up at them because you've been supporting more local events. Take a look at why they're so popular. You know, it's not just marketing. They have got a superb product, and it is worth giving them your time. Anyway, that's Tough Mudder. You've all heard about it. Go have a see for yourself, and I will see you in the dirt.